until then, you know.
My father's a good cigars. They're good companies.
Yeah.
And they stay true to their roots. So.
And I think that's the big thing too, is like when these cigar companies stay true to their roots, and they follow what they best at, that's when you get those good cigars, you know. And I mean, if they've been in the business for a while, they know what they're doing. If they've been around for a while, you know, they know what they're doing.
But you get people to come into your shop and they want to buy a cigar, but they don't want to spend $10, $15 on it.
Right.
So now the cigar brand, they'll sell you a $4 cigar.
Mm-hmm.
They'll make it for you.
Yeah.
But it's not but the shaving off the bottom of a cigar. Right. You know, people don't realize that. You know who make Black and Milds?
Tell them who make Black and Milds. And wait a minute. Well, let's get this together, right? Because it's the big. The Black and Mild is not a cigar, man.
It's not a cigar. It's the butt shaving of Aurora Cigars. I went there. They're doing 1 million cigars every minute.
Wow. Goodness gracious.
Black and Milds. And all it is the butt of a good cigar. It's a shaving
manufacturer, right?
It's a shit shaving of that. And they got 7 machines putting out 1 million cigars a minute.
That's a multi-million-dollar business.
And they sell it to Marlboro.
No waste. No waste.
They sell that to Marlboro, and Marlboro turns around and brings it to the United States. Aurora cannot bring that cigar to the United States. Only Marlboro can.
Only Marlboro can. See?
There you go.
R.J. Reynolds, they're the only one to bring it.
So wait a minute, let's back up. No, hold on, let's back up a minute, right? He's just not a regular guest, y'all.
Oh, no,
like this man, and we like to give people their flowers, right? This man has been in the business for a while, right? He's an entrepreneur. You know, he bars, cigar shops. I mean, a lot. We're gonna let him tell the story, right? We're gonna get into his story because I'm a big believer that the story behind the story is what creates what you all see.
Yeah.
Right? It's always a story behind the story. So as we dig into this cigar thing, Tony, tell me, how long have you indulged in cigars? Like how long have you been?
Well, it's been about 10 years since I've been indulging in it. But about 4 years ago, I went out the country.
Okay.
And I went to learn cigars. And when you talk about the seed, that's when I had to learn the story that Cuba, a lot of Cuban growers, they brought the seed from Cuba, and they started growing it in the Dominican Republic, Nicaragua, and stuff like that. And that's how I got to this point where people want that taboo cigar coming straight from Cuba, because for the embargo we couldn't get it in Cuba. But you can get a Cuban grown cigar that's grown in Nicaragua or Santiago, Dominican Republic.
Right.
So, but I had to go study, and I went over there and I stayed in the class 7 days in the Aurora factory. I stayed at a place called Camp David on a mountaintop. And I woke up every morning to this beautiful setting of a mountaintop. And then we went down to the factory. We stayed in there. They trained me how these cigars are done. And they don't lose one part of that leaf. They don't lose none of it.
So they say they walk you through the whole aging process.
The aging process. They got cigar leaves in barrels, 120 years old.
Nice.
The Indians was there first, and the Indians knew how to smoke it, and so to save it, they cured it and they kept it in there, in the barrels. They kept it in barrels.
So tell me about this, right? Because one thing I know for sure is that our people are indulged in this culture a lot. How many of us were there during that time when you were there?
No, not one African American was not one. Everybody there was shocked to see me, because, unfortunately, the good thing about it, and I told them when they came to me that, you know, they around a round table, and they had everybody introduce themselves. Where you from? These guys introduced themselves as magazine writers for cigars companies, and they come from different companies. And here I am in there about to open up my first retail shop. And I told them, I looked at them all, I said, listen, I cannot believe you let me in on this.
Right.
Because now I got all their phone numbers.
You got to sit at the table.
We all Facebook page friends, and I got to sit at the table.
Absolutely.
How important is it to sit at the table?
It's important because now you face to face with people that can open up doors for you. I'm telling you right now, my cigar shop in Lorain is the only place in northeastern Ohio, and northeastern can get Aurora Cigar brands. And I'm telling you, they're one of the top brands. Perdomo's a good cigar, and you know, but this Aurora, they're hard to get, and I can get any one I want.
Tell us about your
cigar shop. What's the name of your cigar
Long
It's
shop?
Long Ash Cigar Shop in Lorain, Ohio.
So tell the people about it. If you ever in Lorain, Ohio, give them the address, give them how they can contact you, how they can follow you guys. Like, talk about it a little
What
bit
do you
more.
want even better? How about this? You know, as we're talking here, you can see some pictures, maybe even a video. I don't know. I have to check it out, but we'll overlay some stuff as Tony talks about his shop, because I've seen pictures out there of the layout. It's beautiful.
Tell us about the
nice.
shop.
Do you know this guy here got the Jungle Gym?
Jungle Gym?
Yeah,
Listen, you know he's from Lorain, Ohio.
I
Jungle's
did.
from Lorain. Didn't know that.
You didn't know that? His last name is Bonamino. So his mother had a flower shop in Lorain. He's an avid cigar smoker. 3 years ago, he didn't have a cigar shop at his place, but he sold cigars in there. So now my son was telling me, and he called me and told me he opened up a cigar lounge there.
Oh, it's
Let me
beautiful.
tell you what happened. This is the true story. What happened? So I'm out on the lake jet skiing, and they call me and tell me that he's in the shop,
In your shop.
in my shop. So they said he walked in the door and looked and turned around, walked back out, and said, came back and then rubbed his eyes. He said, I cannot believe I'm up in here. He said, this place is gorgeous. He sat there for 4 hours smoking 2 cigars.
Nice.
Then I finally got up there. He told me, he said, listen, I'm going back to my place. I didn't know his place is world renowned.
Yeah.
His place up here.
International market.
Oh,
is-
man.
If you're ever in
I saw
Ohio,
it.
down in the Cincinnati area, make sure you visit Jungle Gyms.
Oh my goodness.
Anything you want, man. Everything.
You want anything international, cigars now, bourbon,
Yep.
he's got it. And,
Yeah.
and I'm telling you, he firsthand smoked cigars. And he stayed there for 4 or 5 hours smoking cigars. And he told me, he said, Tony, I'm going back to put a shop, cigar
Yeah,
lounge.
and we've spoken with Jungle at some of his events. We've sat down and talked with him.
Yeah.
Very nice
Dude,
guy,
very.
personable.
Yep.
Love cigars. Also, too, the beauty I love about just his international market is there's something in there that you looking for and it's not there. You
Yeah.
tell him about it, he'll get it.
Oh yeah, he's all over the world,
Yeah,
like real.
He's all over the world.
But he come from
definitely-
Lorain, Ohio.
Look at that.
Jungle's from
Look,
Lorain.
look at that.
from Lorain.
Jungle from Lorain.
Good.
And I'm telling you, so you know, I hate to put his net worth out there, but it's over 70 million.
It's out there anyway, somewhere.
Oh yeah,
It's out there
he's got it.
somewhere.
Yeah, man.
That's a beautiful
And he
thing.
loves to smoke a little cigar.